Once you've done your braid and your bind off around the perimeter, we're going to tasselate it. So here I have a tassel at the center coming from my ends from that braid, and I added some extra strands of yarn to make it extra thick. So you can put as many strands of yarn with your tassels, make it as big as you want. But we're going to add make two more tassels for each corner tip, and you're going to need to cut a bunch of yarn, however much you want. This one I wrapped around my swift. I took my swift and wrapped my yarn round and cut it. So I had all these quick strands of yarn. And take an extra long tail. This is a few strands of yarn held together. A long tail, and we're going to wrap it close to the loop. We're going to make several wraps really, really tight. So I do the first few wraps, and then I go above where I started. So we get this nice, tight, long wrap. I finished wrapping near the loop, and I'm going to take my long tail of yarn that I've been wrapping with, put it with a tapestry needle, and poke it through the center where you were wrapping. It should be really tight, but jam it through there, and then you pull it through and make it real, real tight, and that should keep it quite secure. And I'm just going to drop that. Here's the extra little short tail from the beginning of my wraps, and I'm just going to hide that. I'm just going to poke that through, pull that short tail through, and I'm just going to let that hang. That's going to hide into that tassel. Now I'm going to get another new strand of yarn. These are 3 strands held together to keep that multi-strand effect going. And I'm just going to thread this strand through my tassel loop right there. And then I'll use this to attach the tassel to the corner. So you can sew this into the top, you can wrap it around some more. If you want to wrap the top of your tassel a little bit before attaching it, you can do that. But yeah, basically just sew the tassel. You can sew it on to leave a bit of length if you want it to dangle like that. So maybe you could wrap this a few times around that loop and then sew it onto the corner and let it dangle. Or you could sew it real tight, right up against there. But yeah, make 2 tassels, 1 for each corner, and then you'll be complete. Tasselate it.